How's it going, guys? So today we're going to go through NELTHARION'S Lair, a normal mode, which has 4 bosses. I had to show you all this funny bug that I had at the beginning that got me killed when I fell in the water. I'm not going to talk through all the trash right now, but in the beta there's some serious damage, so take them slowly. Anyways, it requires level 98 and takes about 20 minutes to get through. In this run, I'm a level 107 Fury Warrior. The first boss is Rockmara. As the boss is damaged, Blight Shard Skitters are summoned that can be AoE'd down. When they die, they leave a spot on the ground called Choking Dust that damages anyone standing in the area. He also has an AoE attack called Shattered that causes damage to all members in your group. Lastly, he casts Razor Shards. This throws crystals out in a cone in front of the boss, so don't stand in front of him. There are very few mechanics in normal mode on this boss, so it's basically a tank and spank. The second boss is Ularog Craigshaper. He summons idols that cause debris to fall onto the party. Once the idols are killed, then the AoE damage will stop, so make sure you kill them. Strike the Mountain summons 2 hands like in the Chromog fight of Blackrock Foundry. Just don't stand between them when they clap or they will do a lot of nature damage. Lastly, he'll cast Sunder, which hits the tank for a high amount of nature damage. Overall, the boss seemed pretty undertuned and was very easy to kill, easier than most of the trash leading up to him, honestly. The third boss is Neuraxis, which is a pretty big pain for melee DPS. She casts Rancid Maw, which puts toxic bile at the feet of a party member, which causes damage and reduces movement speed. At the same time, she casts Toxic Wreck, which also puts pools on the ground. You'll see that for most of the fight there's nowhere to stand in melee range that you aren't standing in a pool taking damage. Spiked Tongue causes her to latch onto a target and pull them in an attempt to eat the player. It causes large ticking damage, and if she manages to eat you, she gains a buff called Ravenous. This buff increases her damage by 15% and stacks. At times, adds will jump down to sacrifice themselves to be eaten by the boss. If they get to her, she'll gain the buff. The final boss is Dargrul. He summons an ad called Magma Sculptor, which will fixate on a random player. They cause small ticking damage every time they take a step, so don't move them around too much. He also summons spikes that shoot out of the ground, which cause damage and a knockback. If you position the Magma Sculptor where they spawn, it will stun them and increase damage taken by 100%. These spikes are also useful when Magma Wave is cast. It causes a large amount of fire damage to those hit by it, but hiding behind the spike will prevent the damage. I hope you enjoyed this guide to NELTHARION'S Lair. Check out my other videos of dungeons and raids in the Legion beta as they become available. Thanks for watching.